of difference. Okay, so in our last class we have seen the differences between normal ALV list and ALV grid. We understood what is the difference. Then we have seen like how we can affect the flow of a program with the help of a screen field structure by passing the ONLI for effect, right? So we have seen, and with the help of that particular function code, we were able to achieve our requirement when we were clicking on the push button. It was showing the result directly. No need to first push on the click on the push button, and then we will have to click on the F8 button. That was not user-friendly behavior. So we achieved that one just by passing the ONLI function code. Let me log into the system. Then after we started for ALV, okay, and in ALV we saw that how we can populate the data with the help of field catalog and the content, right? So go to SE38, and this was the program for ALV, right? So what we did that first we were fetching the data and then we were preparing the field catalog, right? And just we are passing the field catalog and then that particular internal table, and it was showing the data, right? Run this one based upon this material type. You can see all this data is coming nicely. Here the material type it is showing this data is not correct, right? Here the description actually it is showing. So let us see why the data is not correct. Actually MAKTX we are displaying, right? And we are telling to the system material number MAKTX, that is fine. Okay, so actually we are preparing the field catalog. You can come over here and you can see that it's a material description. Actually it is not material type. I have written this description wrong over here. It's a mat desk. Okay, so data is correct. In the field catalog we were passing the label wrongly, that's why it was not coming properly. So based upon this material type we got this material number and material description over here. Now the same requirement if you want to achieve, right, the same requirement if you want to achieve with the help of reuse ALV grid display. Okay, so what you can do that you can define the to radio button, or that is not required. Just I will simply show you over here. I will comment this, come over here. I will comment this one. Okay, copy the same program, Control V, select everything. Okay, okay, fine. So here you can see that instead of list I'm just going to pass the grid over here. This is the function module. Okay, and everything will be same. Everything is going to be same. Another part of code I have just commented. So just to improve the readability, let's do one thing. Here I will use the perform display data with grid ALV. Okay, and I'll copy the entire code over here. Control X, double click on the CS button. In main program itself I'm going to create the subroutine, and here we are having fine. So this is now perfect. And this also if you want to put this also if you want to put display data, this is fine, This also looks good. Okay, so this part of the code also will have to copy and we'll have to put it over there, then only it will sorry we are not using the right statement, so not required. Just I'm going to remove this. Okay, it will be automatically displayed because we are using, you know, ALV list display or ALV grid display, so no right statement is required. I will cut this part of the code as well and I will put into a different subroutine, perform display data using list ALV. Okay, so double click over here, click on this yes button, main program itself I will choose control V. Fine. So now if you want you can uncomment and we will put the, you know, condition over there in which mode you want to display the data. So if you want to display the data, okay, in the ALV format, grid ALV format, so that option you have to select from the program. So let's give the parameters. Okay, and as a radio button we will define p underscore p underscore grid type char1 as radio button group. So p underscore grid type char1 radio button group, and you can give the radio button group name something like AB. Okay, again one more parameters, p underscore list type char1 and radio button group, the same group. Okay, check the syntax now, there is no problem, it's fine, right? And just I will, if you check over here, you know, press F8, you can see the two option you are getting now, right? P underscore grid and P underscore list. So if I have selected P underscore grid, it should display the data based upon the grid format. Okay, so if P underscore grid is not initial, means it is selected. Okay, then we will have to use this one. Okay, else if p underscore list is not initial, then I will have to use the list display. This is what I have given. So list display, using the list display already I have shown you how the output is coming. Okay, put the breakpoint over here and press F8. I will use this p underscore list, so it will show the output as earlier. Press F8, and here you can see that because it's a blank, I have not used the grid, I have used the p underscore list as a radio button. I have selected, so p underscore list is X, right? Here you can come and you can see that inside this perform, press F6, it is displaying the data as earlier. Now what I'm going to do now, I'm going to select p underscore grid and we'll see how the data is coming. Okay, it will come in the same format, but there will be a little bit difference over here. So this time p underscore grid I have selected and it will come into this perform. Go inside and press F6. Some dump it is giving. Okay, so why this dump is giving, the reason behind, though the function module is correct. If you go and check /o AC37 reuse underscore ALV underscore grid underscore display, right? So function module is same, but the problem is the parameter is not same. In the ALV list display and in ALV grid display, some parameters are different. Okay, so because the parameters are different, the number of parameters also some different, some more options are available in this ALV grid display. So simply what I have done over there, I have simply changed the name, but I didn't take care of the parameter. That's why the wrong what I have done over there. So what I will do that I will correct that part and I will try once again. Go here And instead of doing like that, I will go to this pattern. I will copy this one, put the cursor over here, go to this pattern, Control V, press enter. So automatically now parameter has been populated. Okay. Here you can see the I underscore interface check, right? This is also having I underscore bypass buffering. Okay, bypass buffer. But some parameter, if you go, keep on going ahead, some different parameter, I underscore background ID, you can see I underscore background ID here, it is not there, right? So most of them it will be here, but there are some parameters which not in this reuse ALV grid display and in reuse ALV list display is not going to match. Okay, so what I will do that I will remove this, the wrong one, which is giving the dump. I will come over here, okay, and just give that particular internal table over here as same as we have given in the reuse ALV list. And here you'll have to pass that field catalog, right? So somewhere you will see the field catalog. Just go, this is the field catalog, and pass that field catalog over here, IT underscore FC, right? So this is how here also you'll have to do field catalog IT underscore text, right? This is fine. And IT underscore FC, this is also fine. One thing also you'll have to take care over here that this time also it will give you the dump. Okay, though I have corrected, but it will give you the dump. The reason behind I have used that in a subroutine. Let me check if it is working fine or giving the dump. FERT and press F5, press F6. Yeah, this time it is working fine. It is not giving the dump. Just by correcting the parameter itself, it's working fine. So in that particular function module, the parameter I have passed wrongly. So just by correcting the parameter, it's giving the correct output. Okay, but here what will happen that because I'm using the same program and in the same program I'm creating the subroutine, right? So this is fine, it is not creating any problem. But the same subroutine, if we're going to create in a different include, okay, then it may give you the problem. In that case, what you will have to do, okay, in that case, I underscore callback program, here you have to pass the current program name. So how we will do sci hyphen rep id, or you can also use sci hyphen cprog, anyone is fine. Okay, I'm just using sci rep id over here. Okay, that's it. So system should understand this is going to be called from which particular program. Okay, so dynamically you will have to pass it. Check the syntax, activate it, and you can see that this time also it's working, and this is fine. So this particular things you will have to take care when you are going to put this one a different include. Okay, now the next part. So as of now, what we have seen? As of now, we have seen that first we have to create the field catalog, right? First we have to create the field catalog in form of internal table, right? So how we have create the field catalog? Just we are passing like this, right? Table name will have to pass, for which we are going to create the field catalog, the column position, and here you can see the selection text. This means the label which you want to print. Okay, medium, small, and large. There are three kind of we are having. You might be thinking, what's the difference? Why these are the different kind of cell text we are having, right? So if we're going to use this cell text underscore, you can see that this is the small size and this is the large size. So medium already I have given, so large I'm just going to give something like material. Okay, full stop, and then wa underscore fc hyphen small also will give. Okay, so cell underscore text, and this is the small one equals to suppose this is mat itself. Okay, so like that, here also I'm going to put it control V. This is the medium we have already written, so I'll remove this medium one. Large is material description, so material description. Okay, and here we are having the small, so mat D, simply I'm just going to write it. Now if you check and if you press F8, okay, just press F8 once again. Just a second, I didn't pass anything actually. Press F8. So, and here you can see that this material is coming, this material description is coming, right? Here just you observe, when I'm when I'm decreasing its length, right? When I'm decreasing its length, automatically it is becoming material MATDESC. Okay, if you are so if you are going to keep it little more smaller, it is going to become MATDE. If you are keeping it a little more bigger, automatically it is taking MATDESC. If you are keeping more little more larger, you can see it's becoming automatically material description. So based upon the column length, automatically it will decide what is going to be, what it is going to be there. Okay, so automatically here also you can see when I'm going you know uh, doing the size small, automatically it become MAT. So that's the meaning of this different material description and material description. This is for the large, this is for the medium, and this is for the small. If you just adjust over there the column, accordingly it will take the size if you have defined everything. So that's the meaning. Okay, that's the meaning. Fine, so hope you understood this part. And now, yeah, so the first part is what, like either you can fetch the data or you can create the field catalog. So here I'm just fetching the data. So based upon the material type, I'm fetching the data and putting into this internal table, and then I'm preparing the field catalog. So in this field catalog, you can do so many things. Okay, in this field catalog, you have multiple options. You can see if you want to even emphasize something, or if you want to pass some color, okay, that also is possible. That is also possible. So for example, fc hyphen control space, and you will get some emphasize option over here. Okay, so if you want to pass some color over here, for example, this color combination, C stands for color. Okay, and uh, suppose I want to pass the color number 6. Okay, full stop. Check the syntax, activate this one, activate, press F8, and grid, I'll give this a FEIT, press F8 and press F8. You can see that this material description is coming in the color number 6. This is how the color number 6 is your. If you want to pass the multiple combination of the color, for example, we are having the color convention from what, 1 to 7, right? From 1 to 7 we are having the color combination, correct? Or I think 0 to 6. I need to check that one. From 0 to 6 or 1 to 7, because 7 colors we are having, right? So based upon that also it is there. So if it is not there, it will give you. So suppose two color you want to pass, combination of two colors. So maybe I want to pass 6 or 1 and 7. Okay, this three color I combination of these three color I want to pass it. So you can pass combination of three color and press F8. If some problem is there, it will give you error or dump. Okay, and now it's fine, there is no problem. So the combination of 617 is like this. Okay, if 7 is still a color. Okay, or I'm not sure about that. So either from 0 to 6 it will be, or 1 to 7. 610 if we're going to give, press F8 and give some value over here, press F8, and you see still it is coming same, right? So different combination you can pass 6 5, okay, 3, and let us see how it is going to produce the color effect over there. Like that you can see over there. This time there is no color effect, it is coming simply. Okay, so or maybe the combination of all these three is going to be like that. Okay, so like that you can also try. So 6 was working fine. I will put 6 10, something like this. Save it, activate this one. Okay, and now what I will do that this is the color one, hyphen control space. Let us see if you want to, like, you have multiple option. You can see that do underscore sum, right? So if you have some uh, quantity data type or numeric data type, and if you want to sum those data type, okay, so for example you are going to get the data from some different table. So uh, because MAKT is not having the data as required, right? MAKT is not having the data, but I'm taking, you can see this Mara and MAKT I'm considering over there. So what I can do that from Mara I can take the NTGEW. There is a field called NTGEW, net weight, from the Mara table, and that field I can also select just to showcase how we can use that do underscore sum. Activate this one, activate. Some error is there. Let me check what's the problem. IT underscore text has fewer fields than selected. That is true. Let me add some field over here. That's the NTGEW. NTGEW type NTGEW. So one more field I have added over here. Check the syntax now. Activate this, activate, and it is fine. Press F8, and I'm going to press F8, and you can see that only 2 is coming. Why? Because we are not given the field catalog. In field catalog it doesn't pass that particular field, so we must have to pass those field if we want to see in the output. Control C, Control V, and here the table name is correct. Here I will pass the NTGEW. Column position I can give 3. Okay, and here net weight you can give net weight NTEW, and here for the larger one net weight, and here simply I will give NET. Okay, fine. So I've given like this. Petty printer, check the syntax, activate this one, and now press F8. So I will keep this time little different color. So maybe 5 to 1 I will keep. Save it, activate, press F8, and give the value over here, run it. You can see that the value is coming like this, right? How the value is coming? The value is coming like this. Net weight is coming like this. Okay, now I want to sum it up. Okay, if you want to understand how this color behavior is working, how you can do that, you can directly go to the function module documentation, right? Come over here, go here, and go to this documentation. How the, like, what are the available colors are there which we can use over there. So that information you will get under the field catalog, right? We are preparing the field catalog. So here you can see the column position. It's telling that 1 to 60 column you can give, 0 you can give, a 1, and 60. From 1 to 60 you can give. Okay. Similarly, reference to the data dictionary also you can pass. I will tell you that one. Currency unit, reference to the unit of measure. So different option we are having in the field catalog, right? So positioning, there was one position option that I have shown you. I'm just looking for the color option, right? So uh, output option with for a column, output length also you can supply. Key column, suppose if you want to show that this is your key column, you can mark as a X for the key field over there. Okay. No underscore out. So these are the different meaning is there. Here I'm looking for this emphasize. Okay. Highlight column in the color. So just value range a space, we can pass a space X or C X Y Z, right? So X can have from 1 to 9. Actually I was telling you from 1 to 7, it is not like that, it is from 1 to 9. Y, Z, 0 equal to off and 1 equal to on. Okay, see here it's perfectly given. So if you get confused, like I was not able to remember properly, so uh, uh, I was told you, like, from 1 to 7 or something like that, but that was not correct. Here the correct meaning it is telling you, C stands for color, that is true, but X value can be from 1 to 9. Y is not given over here. For Z we can have the value 0 and we can have the 1 over here. Okay, here X, you can see that X it is telling that it's a color number, Y is intensified, right, and Z is inverse. So if we are going to keep Z equal to 0, means last, if we're going to keep as a 0, that means it is going to be off, and if we're going to put Z as a 1, it is going to be on. So from here, like that, you can go and check the different what are the purpose of different value which is given over there. Okay, so let's do this one, CXYZ, the column. You can see the column is highlighted in the coded color. C stands for color. Coding must start with C, right? So C we must have to give. Then the color number. X is going to be given as a color number. Y is for intensified, and Z is for the inverse. Okay. So these are the meaning of this. So we must have to put Z as a 1 if we are going to show the color. Okay, so come over here and then we will go once again back over, and now we'll go to this field catalog, go to this field catalog, and here we will see that 610 we are passing over here. That means it is off, right? So it does not mean that we are going to put the color off. We are not going to show the color off. Z means on or off. So 0 means off, right? That's what we have seen in the documentation. Okay, so here you can see that 5 to 1, right? This value, so 6 is going to represent the X value over here. It can be from 1 to 9. Y it is not given over here, but in intensified it was given that Y stands for intensification, and Z stands for inverse. So if you just want to inverse the color, I think not the inverse the color, actually background. Okay, so 0 or 1, it is 0 means if we're going to put the 0, that means your background color will be off, as per my understanding. Okay, and if we're going to put, so here I will show you. See here, just consider this one, this particular 610. So if we're going to pass from 610, 6 is the color number, 1 is for the uh, intensification, whether it should be intensified or not, right? And 0 is for a reverse, inverse. Okay, so I'm just passing here 0 and activate it, activate it. This one, press effect, and give the value over here, run it. Just observe this one, material description, right? So it is coming in the red color. Now what I will do that, I'll put the one over here, activate this one, activate, press F8, and this time if I run, okay, it is showing the same, right? Then what's the difference? Just let me check, give me a second. Okay, you can see that when I have given that 0 over here, right, then that color is gone, right? Only the text, the effect is there in the text. Okay, effect is there in the text only. But when I'm putting the one over here, it's going to be, background is also going to be, the color is also there in the, that color is going to be there in the background. Okay, and when we are putting the 0 or 1 over here, it seems it is having some different purpose. So like that, actually, every time I check it and I forget it, so we'll have to go there and we have to check, and like that, when your requirement comes related with the color, you can go and do the experiment and you can check. But the first one is mainly for the color, we can use for the color. It is not like the combination of the different color. This is not the color and the color. Okay, so that understanding was wrong. Correct understanding is the 6 stands for color, 0 is for intensification, as in the documentation it is telling, and 1 is for on and off. So you have to go and understand over there by putting the different behavior. So when 0 is here, you can see that it is behaving differently, right? So it is coming like this. And when we are going to put again over here 0, let us see how it's going to work. Press F8, right? So there also, if you have put the 0, so just it has been, reversed, right? So background has become in red, in the same color the background has become. And if we're going to put here 1 in the same color, only text, so it has been just reversed. Okay, so like that, we'll have to go and check. You can see the background is now as usual, right? So like that, you can also do some experiment. And here also, if you are going to put 1 now, you can see the effect. Okay, so like that it is coming fine. Okay, so now similarly we are having the another option, ntgw. If you want to sum the total value over here, what you will have to do that, wa underscore fc hyphen control space do underscore sum is this particular value will have to pass as a x. Just passed is as a x. Activate this one, press F8. So that x you can pass only for, the net weight. Okay, the x you can pass only for net weight. So now numeric value should be there, and here we are having the sum. You can see that sum is coming over here. Now suppose your requirement is something like that. You are having this material number, right? You are having this material number. You are also getting the material type. All the material, suppose if you are getting all the material you are getting, suppose, okay, put the on, this is fine. All the material you are getting, and from that material you are also getting the material type. Okay, you are also getting the material type. So what we can do here, we can add one more field for the material type, mtart, comma, this mtart will have to add it over here also, right? So control V, and this time I'm getting the complete list of data, right? This complete list of without any where condition. Okay, without any where condition I'm getting. I will remove that parameter also. This parameter I will remove from the where condition, or from here directly. I don't want to give any parameter. I just want to select all the materials, so I will have all the data and I will be able to show you. Okay, from Mara, and this inner join also, let's make it very simple. Select query parameter I have removed, control V. I will comment this one for your reference. Okay, and here just remove this where condition. I don't want any where condition. I don't want any inner join also. Simply I'm going to select the data from the Mara table. MAKTX also I don't want. MATNR, MTAT and NTGEW. Only these three fields I want. Okay, and here this MAKTX I'm going to remove because it is not there in the selection. So just I'm going to remove that one. Check the syntax, and what it is telling, the result type of the aggregate function and the component are not compatible. Okay, fine, that's okay. We will remove this MAKTX also from the main structure, right? Because we are not using. So I've just commented this one. Check the syntax now. It is fine. Activate this one and press F8. Grid format I want to display. Okay, press F8 and you can see that in grid format it is coming. Okay, now material type I also wanted to display. Let me put that one in the field catalog. So I will go inside the field catalog. Here we are preparing the field catalog. Copy that particular value, copy it and paste it over here, and just pass this MTART, and here I will pass the mat medium text it is, so this is fine. And here I can give the long text as a material type. Then here a small we can give MATT, something like that. And this color, let me make C6, something like this. So single only color also we can pass. It is not necessary that intensification and that inversion and all will have to pass. That is not required. Okay, so just I'm passing simply the color. So activate this one and do underscore sum. Press F8. Click on this grade. Press F8, and the material type is coming at the third position, right? What I want, this material type I want at the second position, and net weight I want at the third position. Okay, so that it will be easy to understand. So here I have just make it second, right? And here first. So net weight mtot I want at the second position, and net weight I want at the third position. I have done the changes. Press F8, come over here, I run this. You can see the material type is coming at the end. Now what I want that, here, if you can see that it has sorted, it is sorted automatically, right? Not automatically, but we have to select this one and I have put on this particular sort. It got sorted. I want to get it sorted without clicking on this button. Means once, as soon as you are getting the output, at that time itself, I want to see to get it sorted at material type level. So what you can do that, you have a parameter over here, another parameter. I will show you that here you will see one parameter called IT underscore sort. This parameter. This you will have to prepare and you have to tell to the system on which particular field you want to do the sorting. Okay, so based upon the signal you will pass, based upon the field you will pass, based upon that field it will sort it. Okay, so go to this reuse LV grid display inside and copy the type of this IT underscore sort. Copy over here. Okay, Go back, and I will declare one internal table. Come over here and declare that internal table, data it underscore sort type control v, right? This is the table type, right? So this is the it underscore sort will also become your internal table, because this is your table type, so it will become internal table. Okay, now you will require one work area as well. So a like line of I'm just going to use this internal table. Now it will become your work area. So this is your work area, this is your internal table, right? A different way of defining. We have learned those. Check the syntax. Here tables is unknown. That's fine because we have not passed any value in this. So let's prepare first this it underscore sort data. Okay. So I will create one more perform here, perform sort field. So double click on this. In the main program itself, I will create this one. And we have what? W underscore sort and it underscore sort. So with the help of W underscore sort, we have to prepare this it underscore sort internal table. Okay. So here you can see it is telling down. Here you can see, you know, down, up means you want to sort in ascending order or you want to sort in descending order. That's what it is telling. Okay. So I want to sort in ascending order. So up. Okay. Up equals to, you'll have to pass X. X means yes. Okay. Or if you're not sure what you have to pass, you can go and check into the documentation, but as I remember it should be X. Okay, if some problem will be there, it will give you the dump. Control S space, and on which field I have to consider for sorting. So the field I want to consider the empty array. Which field you will have to pass over here? The field which we have used in the structure. Okay, here in this structure, that field it will consider that, right? So mtart I am passing, you'll have to pass in capital. Make sure that it should be in capital, otherwise it will not come into effect. Okay, so in ALV most of the parameter or almost all the parameter we have to pass in capital. Okay, you might have observed all the parameter, even it is an internal table, you can see that internal table also I'm passing in capital, right? Everything should be in capital. Here this is fine because this is a selection text, but the field name, this tab name, if I'm going to pass in a small, it will not work or it will give you the dump. Okay, now you'll have to tell this field is from which table, right? Then only system will understand. So the table name also you'll have to select and pass. So it underscore text is my table name, and append this work area into internal table so that your internal table will be ready. Append to append w underscore sort to it underscore sort, full stop. Pt pinto, check the syntax, and some problem is there. Okay, it underscore sort we are not passing over here, right? So now your internal table is prepared, and now you can pass this it underscore sort. Okay, Petty printer. So what steps I have done, I will just revise it once again. I have prepared one internal table for sorting of type this. I found this type by going inside the function module, and then I prepare one work area. After preparing the work area, what I did that I created one subroutine. Inside this subroutine, okay, I'm preparing over here the internal table on which we have to sort the data automatically. Okay, so this is the field name on which I want to sort the data. This is the internal table for which I want to sort the data, right? And what order? It's ascending order. The same work area value I'm passing into this internal table. That's it. Pretty Pinterest, check the syntax. Activate this one, activate and press F8. Run it, run it. and this time you can see automatically it is getting sorted. You don't have to do anything, right? You don't have to do anything. It is sorted. Now what I want to do that, I want to sum up the net weight based upon the what? Based upon the material type. So for this particular material type, how much total weight is there? That means I want to find the subtotal based upon the material type. So for this material type, total weight is 0 because everything is having 0, right? For this particular material type, we are having 1. Okay, for this particular material type 0 again, so we don't have good data over here. Okay, we don't have good data, but this is how, it will club together a same kind of material type and it will add the data. Suppose here it would have been 10 and here it will be 20, so 10 and 20 it will be 30 as the subtotal. So I want to do that. Okay, here also you can see that it is there for the subtotal option. Okay, so if you click on this particular button, subtotals cannot be calculated. Okay, that's fine. Just select, you will have to select the two fields, right? Based upon the fields you want to do the subtotal, correct? I'm going to click now, and this time you can see that based upon this BROH and BROH, right? BROH and BROH, both this BROH value is 0, this BROH total value is 0, CBAU is 0, 0, 0, so CBAU value total is 0. Okay, similarly, let me, yeah, here it looks good. You can see that here FEIT, this material type is having the multiple value 555, 1, 1, 1, 100. So total FEIT will be summed at the last. Okay, so at last, because it is having so many FEIT value, that's why it is coming like this. Okay, here the total FEIT is having the sum 759, it is telling you. So I don't want to, your customer is telling, your client is telling that he does not want to click every time on the subtotal. He want it to be automated. Like as soon as he get the data, right? This should be in the sorted order. So it is already in sorted order. That's fine. But he wants to be also in the form of subtotal. It should not be like that. We have to click on this. You have to select and click on this button. He's having time problem. He does not have time to click on this by selecting and clicking. What you can do here that
Hello, can we sort multiple columns at once?
yes, you can sort the multiple column at once. Okay, that is
Okay.
that is possible. That is possible. Okay, so here you can see that sort field name up subtotal. Here you will getting some option called subtotal. Come over here, equals and pass X. Okay, that's it. This much only you'll have to do, but make sure that you must have to pass a field for sorting also, then only subtotal will work. So already for sorting I have decided the field, right? So subtotal means there should be certainly some field on which you want to do the subtotal, right? So first you have to sort on that particular field, right? And then you will have to pass the subtotal. So all these information you will have to pass in order to achieve the subtotal functionality. Activate it, press F8, run it, and you can see that now this time it is coming the subtotal. Okay, sorting, you can select all this field together and you can put on the sort button. It will start from left to right. Okay, so like that you can do.
Hello, sir.
Yeah, tell me.
Yeah, I have a doubt, sir. If it is a 2-3 fields, we can do this type of beautification and this type of calculations, all these things. Suppose, for example, it is a 30-40 columns in a data grid. Can't we assign the data source as a IT internet table? Can we directly display in the grid? Because in field catalog, we are doing for each field here.
Right, right. Yes,
If
yes.
it is a more fields, if it is 100, for example.
Right. Yes.
Yesterday I faced the same issue, sir. I created this grid to my user. He is very happy for 2 fields. He is after 1 hour, he come back to me. I want this table like this grid for this table also. That table, 250 fields are there.
250.
I need to do for fields.
Okay. So
Around about 200 fields are there. Then I need to do these field catalog for each field, as per my understanding.
so see, one thing here you have a different option. One more option you have.
Yeah.
Suppose if you
Yes,
have,
sir.
suppose, for example, suppose you have if you want to display all the data from the Mara table, all the data, not
Okay.
not a single not like suppose in Mara table we are having 299 fields, so
Yes.
all the 299 fields if you are going to display, then you have the option. Okay,
Yeah.
then you have the
Yes,
option.
sir.
But if you are going to display only some 200 field or 100 field, you have the option, but the problem will be different. That has been obsolete. I will tell you that option as well. Your question is
Yes,
genuine.
sir.
Yeah. So here, if you
Okay.
want to display this 299 total field, what you can do that, come over here and go to the program, and here, this is the field catalog. Let me copy this program. I'll copy this 34. I will make already 33 is there, and this program, what I will do that, go into the change mode, and in the fetch data, I'm going to fetch all the data from the Mara table. So select a star. I'm going to put into table it underscore text. This is okay, or I will give the name, or maybe we can keep it underscore text itself, though it is not a good name because I'm getting the data from Mara. So let me make it a good name. It will not take more time. Mara, and just save it. Just go back. It underscore Mara. We can this is now not required because all the data I'm going to get. So it underscore Mara type table of what? Mara, correct? So this is my internal table, and when you will come to prepare FC, here you don't have to prepare the field catalog. So just you will be able to display the output, but the coloring and all these things you will not be able to do if you're not going to prepare the individual field catalog. But you will get the output in form of field catalog. All other functionality you will be able to achieve what it is there. I will show you, then you will be better in the position to realize. It underscore Mara. Here field catalog I will not pass. I've just commented. Okay. Here you will be having one option called I underscore structure underscore name. Here what you can do, you can pass the Mara. Mara is a structure also, right? Mara is a structure also defined in the database dictionary, right? Data dictionary. Slash OSC 11, and if you go here and Mara you check, it is, so all the table definition, this Mara is nothing but table definition. So all the table definition is having a structure. You can see so many fields. So it will be have like a structure also. All the table will be have like a structure also. So I'm just passing this Mara table. So what the system will do, it will see that it will compare this particular internal table. It underscore Mara, this time I'm passing, right, in these tables. So it will compare this it underscore Mara, and the first field it will assign the first field of this Mara table. So first field of Mara is Mara material number, second field whatever it is. So in the same sequence here field is also, because I'm using the select star. Okay, so same sequence would be there, right? So obviously it will be same sequence because I'm using the select star. So whenever you are going to use the select star from any table, you can directly pass that table over here. Okay, it will work. Activate this one, activate. Some error is there, we will correct that. It is telling field it underscore text is unknown. Okay, this is from the, you know, here you can see that this is two places data list ALV. So what I will do that, you know, only one I will keep. Okay, only one I will keep, or here in list also you can change. It will just, I'm going to change it underscore mara, just pass it over here. And in the use ALV list also you can use the same thing in the same way in the both function module, ALV list also or in ALV grid also, both will support this particular, you know, I underscore structure name. So both at the both place in reuse ALV grid display also I have changed, and here in the use ALV list also I have changed. So at both place this option is there, you know, we can do this. Check the syntax now, activate this one, activate. Now press F8 and grid I'm selecting. Program is going into dump. Type conflict in the function module call. You can see that some dump is coming. Let's analyze the dump, what dump it is coming and where actually it's giving the dump. So you can see whether from where the dump is coming. Directly you can click on this debugger option. It will tell you from which particular place the dump is coming. On this particular place the dump is coming, right? So here the structure name I'm passing. We will check what is here. You can see it underscore mara I'm passing. That's the wrong thing I'm doing over here, right? That's the wrong thing we are doing. We are supposed to pass it underscore sort over here. Okay, it underscore sort we have to pass. It underscore mara here is correct, but here it should be it underscore sort. So that's the problem actually. So we will give the it underscore sort over there. Okay, if you want to see that dump, suppose your dump has occurred and now I have come out from the dump, you can go to st22. Remember this transaction, very important. Okay, and if you run this one with, you can see the 2 times today I got the dump. This is my latest dump. Double click over here and the dump here, if you come, it will also tell you that for this it underscore sort the problem was there. Table it underscore mara to formal parameters it underscore sort. You can see that when calling this function module, an attempt was made to pass an internal table it underscore mara to formal parameter it underscore sort. Okay, so in it underscore sort I am passing it underscore mara, which is having different structure, right? That's the problem. So from dump itself it will tell you all the required information which you are missing. Okay, or you can click on the debugger button. It will take you to the place where it is giving the dump. So it was telling about the function module, just we analyzed over there and we found that the way data we are passing is not correct. But if you're not able to identify, you can read on the dump, you will get the idea from there. Okay, now come to here and I will correct this part. It's not it underscore mara, actually it's it underscore sort. By mistake we have given this time. Earlier it was fine, we have given it underscore sort earlier and now it's looked good. Activate this one, activate here in ALV list, it is fine. Here we are not doing anything, it underscore sort and all. Activate this one, press F8, press F8 and you can see all the data has come, right? You don't have to prepare individually, right? Individually you don't have to prepare the field catalog, but here you will have to get all the data. Okay, all the data you'll have to get. That is the thing over here. So if you want to get the data from a table completely, you can directly pass the structure. That's it. This structure you'll have to pass and the content you have to pass. Okay, this is the only thing you'll have to pass here. In this case you can see the ALV list display. Actually this is ALV list display. In ALV list display also it will come like that only. I'm selecting this ALV list display, press F8 And this time again it is giving the dump. When I'm selecting the list display, let us see what is the problem. Okay, here the function module interface was defined in such a way that only the fields of a particular type can be specified under it_field cat. Field Mara specified here has a different field type, however. Okay, so we have done what the problem we have done over here, that in the field catalog I have passed it_Mara. Okay, if you go to the list and here the field catalog I am passing it_Mara, it is not, this should not be the case. Okay, a structure we have to pass Mara, right? A structure we have to pass the Mara if we're going to use the reuse LV list display. In LV grid display we are passing, you know, a structure name as a Mara. In that case, this it_sort sorting may work based upon the material type, right? So based upon the material type, it should sort the data. Let us check if it is sorting the data or not, right? Activate this one. First I will show you that based upon the list whether it is giving the correct output or not. This time it will give you the output, otherwise it would have given the dump by this time. You can see the output is coming, right? Output is coming, this material created on, created by, last, all these things, the output is coming in the LV list format. Okay, the output is coming like this. So this is how your output will come. Okay, for the grid format you are having the better output than the list format. You can use this grid format. Okay, and the material type, if you want to see that, here automatically it is sorted, the data has been sorted based upon the material type. Here you can observe this, a small button in red color, that means it is showing that it is sorted. Why here it is sorted? Because in it_sort we are passing the data, right? In the grid display, in this reuse LV grid display, under this it_sort we are passing the material type. Okay, we are passing the material type. See here, append w_sort to it_sort, double click, and you can see that for this particular table, for this particular field, so whatever the field you will pass, based upon that it will be sorted. If you want to sort based upon some 2 or 3 fields, what you will do, that again copy this one, okay, paste it over here, and suppose based upon the material type and MBRSH, based upon the industry sector, on both the fields you want to sort the data. Okay, F8, run it, and material type and industry sector, you can see that based upon the material type and industry sector your data has been sorted. At both place you can see that, you know, a small button, it is coming with showing. So you can pass the multiple field from there also. Okay, so this is one thing. This is how you can do. One more way you have, suppose you have this, you know, so it_Mara you have seen. Let's go to the program number 32 itself. Let's go to the program number 32 itself, and what I'm trying to show you over here in 32, suppose you are having this MAKTX, let it have the MAKTX. Under the fetch data we are having this material number, mtot, ntg, ew. So what I will do, that I will use the previous query itself, this query which I was using. Okay, because I have enabled MAKTX over there. Remove this. Okay, where condition also fine, there is no problem. Okay, this where condition, or where condition I will remove. Why? Because I want to get all the data. Just save it, go back, and p_mtot, that also you have removed. That's fine, that's good, then there is no problem. Check the syntax now, there is, this is okay. And I want some more field. Okay, here some more, suppose you have 20 fields over here, right? So do you have to every time create the field catalog for 20 times? Yes, of course you will have to create the 20 times for all the 20 fields or 50 fields. If you have some custom field, in that case you must have to create the field catalog for each field as we are preparing like this. Okay, so just you have to copy and paste. At least you will have to give the name. It will not take more time, but you will have to create. There is no other way. That is the best way. Actually, we have one way. There is a function module called reuse ALV field catalog merge. Okay, with the help of directly what we can do, that we can pass the structure. Okay, directly we can pass. I will show you quickly that particular scenario. Okay, come over here, but I don't use generally that one because that has been obsolete. That technique has become obsolete. So so better technique what is that, simply you copy this one. Okay, and just for each field prepare the, so you don't have to prepare this the mandatory field, just to pass. If you don't want to do this much polishing and all these things, just what you can do that, let me show you that nt matner mtart maktx and ntw is there. One more field mbrsh I want to introduce. mbrsh, type mbrsh from the mara table, right? Come over here and fetch data and mbrsh. I will get this mbrsh, this field. So for this mbrsh I want to prepare the field catalog. So no need of doing this much, all these things. Just simply what you can do, uh, you know copy this one, the last one, and paste it over here. Just remove it. It is not like you have to pass every time this, the mandatory one I will just pass. So a small or medium you can pass it. Okay, so I'll pass the medium one, it will be good. So column position will have to give over here. Maybe I will put it at the 5th position, it underscore text. So 1 3 2, so 4th we can pass 1 2 3 4 4. How many total fields are there? Let me check. 1 2 3 maktx. I will just, I'm going to remove this maktx. I'm not using this maktx more. So 4 field I'm having. These 4 fields I'm going to display. Okay, so prepare field catalog. For mbrsh I have to prepare the field catalog. So what you can do that here, it underscore text, and here I'll pass this mbrsh. So this is the important tab name and field name. This is the two important field. This column position is also not important. Okay, you can remove this column position automatically. Here also you can remove automatically in sequence, in whatever the sequence this data you are appending, in that sequence it will come. So only these 3 fields you'll have to pass. Okay, so just you have to copy, and for 20 or 30 fields if you have, just you have to do that one. Okay, if you don't want to do that also, you have more better option. You can use the subroutine. Okay, you can use the subroutine. How you can use the subroutine, right? You can use the subroutine and you can pass the value using that subroutine, right? Just you will have to pass that value and it will work. For example, first to understand this one, so this sum and all is not required over here. This 3 fields is sufficient, more than enough, right? Click on this edit button. It underscore text was fewer than that field. Okay, 1 2 3 4, this is fine. Matner mtart ntg ew and mbrsh fetch data. Matner mtart maktx I'm going to remove, I don't require. Now it is fine. Check the syntax, activate this one, activate, and this is fine. Okay, and if you just run it, there will not be any problem, and you can see that ntgw is coming material type, this material type. Okay, industry sector, for industry sector we have not passed any valid text, that's why it is showing like this. So we come over here, and for industry sector mbrsh int sector will pass some valid names, so we'll be able to differentiate it over here. Activate, press F8 and just run this, and you can see that this Why this industry sector is not coming? Something I have done once again wrong. See here, IT.
Column position.
Yeah, but if I'm not giving the column position, it should take automatically, right? Yeah, I understood. What is the problem? See, that's why we are supposed to, clear every time work area, right? That's why we are supposed to clear every time work area. So what is happening that because we are not clearing the work area, the last value, the last value for that text is the material type that is also getting appended for this industry sector because we're not clearing over here, right? So I'll just keep on clearing after appending. Okay, so this is one of the better practice. You can see that how we are getting the wrong data. Okay, so now you will not get the wrong data. Check the syntax, activate this one, activate, press F8 and run this, and you can see that industry sector is coming this time because we have not specified the position. So automatically system has specified the position for this, maybe based upon this name, or I don't know how actually, but system will define its position. Okay, if you want to put at some particular position, you have to give the column position. Okay, so this is the mandatory field you will have to pass, and this is better. This is the better one. Okay, tomorrow we'll discuss some more things about this ALV. Okay, on Monday, actually tomorrow will be off. Monday we'll discuss some more things about this ALV. Okay, you have any question, feel free to ask. If any other question, were you able to understand this concept, whatever step? Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Hello, Pankaj. How can we recognize the field line catalog?
Your question is not audible to me. Can you write it, or can you tell me once again?
How can we recognize the field name, field text in the field catalog?
How can we recognize field name and
Sorry,
okay, so means how can we recognize field name and field text in field catalog? I am not getting your question. Here it is clear, right? Table
yes,
name.
temp-
Sorry,
yes.
your
In
voice.
so many fields is there no SLS underscore field catalog.
Slice
Hello?
underscore cell underscore field, right? That the structure you were talking about.
Yes.
I am not getting your question actually. What you were trying to ask. Uh, can you please be little elaborative? Means what actually you are looking for. Here it's clear, right? Here we are. This is the table name, field name.
Because I think he is asking about to slice field get type pool.
Yes. How can we recognize the fields? The
Your
field
voice is
name,
breaking. Your voice
field
is breaking.
text.
Srinivas, your voice is breaking. I'm not able to hear you properly. What you can do that, you can put your question in the chat box. I think he's asking type pool slice. Yeah, type pool slice is there. That is right. But nowadays we don't have to specify explicitly the type pool, right? Type pool. We don't have to specify. You can see that automatically system C looks for the first four characters. Okay, and if that particular type pool is there, it will get it out. We don't have to specify nowadays. Earlier we must have to specify this list type pool. Yes, this is there. This is your question, that why we are not giving this list. Srinivas, are you able to hear me? Okay, fine. I think he's not there. He's offline. So anyone is having any other question?
Pankaj, as you said, there is a concept called field catalog merge. That is absolute concept. I mean, I have also never tried. I just read only. I'm also new to this. As you said, is very right. That is absolute. And then I heard that when you are passing the data, you have to give only single table, like Mara structure something. I mean, they mentioned. I mean, you can give only particular table data or particular structure something. I don't know some disadvantages in that they have mentioned, but I don't know about it. But as you said, right? I mean, using that subroutine we can give. But I have seen that also, but I didn't. I mean, a little bit. I'm confused how they are using because they use the.
Tomorrow I will show you that how you can use that field catalog merge. On Monday I will show you actually that how we can use the field catalog merge. Or if you want to learn it now itself, what you can do that you can go to SAP Nuts. Okay, here.
Okay.
In SAP Nuts they have used this field catalog merge somewhere. You will be able to see using top of page events, ALB report with layout, ALB report with field catalog, interactive. Yeah, see here, field catalog, it's not recommended, but here you can see that you can simply copy this complete program and you can check how they have used. Okay, I will just copy this link and I will paste it over here. Okay, let's go to the assignment now. And so thank you very much everyone for completing the assignment. It's very good that you are completing the assignment now. Okay, now what you have to do that, so ALV assignment you will have to do. So in ALV, in activity 1, prepare a field catalog for 4 fields. Okay, 4 fields, maybe you can consider any 4 fields. Okay, catalog for any 4 fields of table EKKO. Okay, get the data for 4 fields from EKKO table and display using reuse ALV grid display and reuse ALV list display. Both will be same, there is no difference. Okay, but parameter wise there will be difference and other differences you can observe now. So better to use the reuse ALV grid display. But of course, if it is, it's going to take the more memory because it uses the ActiveX control we have discussed yesterday, right? If you want to make it lightweight, then you can use the reuse ALV list display. Okay. Here in the third option, what you can do that give the color for any or give color for all the fields and do the experiment with intensified what's the, just do 0 1 1 0 like that you do and check how it's working. Okay, so it will be in form of color, that field catalog, field underscore catalog will be having one intensified option. Intensified option, there will have to pass the value in form of C, right? X, Y, Z. You can refer the documentation once again. Okay, X stands for the color code, Y stands for intensification, if I'm not wrong, whether it is intensified or not. Okay, and Z is for inverse. Okay, so inverse means, what I understand inverse mean over here, like we're going to give the 0. Okay, it will only show the text color, only show the text color if we're going to give the 0. If we're going to give the 1 over here, in that case it will inverse, means background will be having the color. Okay, whatever color you are going to give for this color code, that color is going to have for the background, and text will be in probably black color. You can just verify this one. Okay, 0, it only shows the text color. If you're going to give the 0, then it will give you the text color. Okay, text, it will not change the background. That's what I mean to say. Okay, it will not change the background. If you're going to put the 1, that will get inverse, means your background will having the effect of the color. That's the means of inverse. Intensified, here also you are having the 2 option, right? Here also you are having the, just a second. Here for intensified also you are having 2 option, 0 and 1. 0 and a 1 for this intensified. 0 means normal and 1 means highlighted. Highlighted means bold. Okay, highlighted means bold. So only 2 possible option for intensified is also there. Okay, and for inverse 0 and 1. Color code 1 to 9, it was telling over there 1 to 9. So 1-9. So 1, write 1 to 9 like this. Okay, so 1 to 9 normal bold. So this is the meaning. So use this different color combination. Okay, like that you can use and check. So give color for all the fields and do the experiment with the intensified and inverse option. In fourth, use the sort feature and do the sorting based upon maybe the purchase order type. Okay, so the 4 fields what you are going to select from here, come over here, slash then SC16, go to EKKO is for the purchase order, right? And VBAK, let's select the VBAK. Okay, from VBAK you are having the different fields, right? ERDAT, ERNM, AUDAT, right? What you can do here, you can see that NETW are so many prices you are having, and here AURT. So better what you do, select this VBELN, AUART, okay. Then the date also you can select, okay. So VBELN, instead of EKKO, you can select from VBAK, and the field you can select, VBELN, then AUART, then the creation by, come here, ERDAT and NETWR, okay. ERDAT, NETWR. You can select these 4 fields, okay. So here, intensive you sort feature and do the sorting based upon what? AUART, and do the subtotal and total. Do the subtotal and total. So for total is the property of field catalog. On the other hand, subtotal is the property of IT_sort. Okay. So if you want to, do the total, okay, if you want to do the total and subtotal, both if you want to achieve, or simply if you want to achieve only total in the field catalog, for the field catalog, when you are preparing the field catalog, there what you will pass? You will pass do_sum over here x. Okay, this you will have to pass if you want to do the total. If you want to do the subtotal also, this must should be there, then only it will go and sum. Okay, if you just remove this one, it will not work. Subtotal will not work. So for if in IT_sort you have seen that for IT_sort I was passing what? Their subtotal option is there. So if you simply pass subtotal option x, then it will not do the subtotal. Okay, you must have to pass this field catalog for that particular field. So here what is the field? NETWR I want to add. So when you are preparing the field catalog for this NETWR, what you will have to do, you have to pass this do_sum. Okay, please remember this. And this should be 100%. You must have to pass this one. You must have to pass. There is no other way for total and subtotal both. Okay. And if you want to get the subtotal, if you don't specify the subtotal for the sort, it will not do the subtotal. It will do the complete total and you will be able to see at the last. That's what I've shown you. If you want to get the subtotal, you must have to pass the subtotal x over here. Go through the video if you're not able to understand over here. Complete this assignment, use sort feature and do the sorting based on the AURT and do the subtotal and total, right? So this is the assignment. Please do and share with me in the group. Okay, any other question if you have? Is it clear, the requirement? Hello, you are
Yes.
there?
Yeah, it's clear.
Yeah.
Yeah, a screenshot you can take and please complete this assignment and share in the group. Okay, and if you have
So
any doubt,
videos are not uploaded. Videos are not uploaded.